Volkswagen announced that during the following 2 weeks, production of its all-electric ID.4 SUV and ID.7 sedan would be reduced. The head of the Works Council at the Emden Plant, Manfred Wulff, observed that the demand for EVs in Emden is 30% lower than VW's initial production estimates. What's the reason behind this action? Welcome to Evolutionary. Join us as we are going to unveil why Volkswagen scaled back its EV production at Emden Plant in Germany. Reduced EV production. Volkswagen is one of the mainstream automakers that has accelerated EV availability the fastest, largely as a result of green policies implemented in the wake of the crisis involving the manipulation of diesel emissions in 2015. In May 2022, Volkswagen formally began producing the ID.4 SUV at the Emden Plant. VW's plans to increase its manufacture of electric vehicles were signaled by the Emden factory. The German carmaker intends to begin making EVs in 2 additional facilities. The 2 new EV manufacturing facilities will be situated in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Hanover, Germany. However, in preparation for an extended 4-week summer vacation for employees on electric vehicle lines in July and August, a shift at Volkswagen's Emden factory in Lower Saxony has been canceled for the following 2 weeks, according to the German Automakers Work Council. The Times stated, due to the EV sales crisis, 300 Volkswagen's 1,500 temporary employees who work on EVs at the Emden facility will not have their contracts renewed. Manfred Wulff, head of the Emden Plant's Workers' Council, said demand for electric vehicles is up to 30% lower than first anticipated production levels. He told the Northwest Daily, "We are seeing significant customer resistance in the electric vehicle market. It comes as consumers continue to struggle with the idea of owning a battery-powered vehicle. They have serious reservations about the high cost of EVs, the expense of charging them, and the dearth of public charging infrastructure. Increasing energy costs and declining gasoline and diesel prices also correspond with a decline in the demand for EVs. The ID.4 SUV and the ID.7 Saloon's early manufacturing are 2 models that are impacted by this action. Manufacturing of the ID.7 Saloon has been postponed until later this year from its anticipated July launch date. Wulff released information about the shift shortening in answer to a question from the German press agency and an earlier piece written by the Northwest newspaper. The factory holidays for line workers working on electric vehicle production have been extended by 1 week, while production of combustion engine models, such as the Volkswagen Passat, remains unaffected. The Volkswagen brand, like other car manufacturers, is currently seeing softening demand for electric cars, a Volkswagen UK representative stated. Reduced subsidies, rising inflation, and recent longer delivery delays because of the component shortage are some of the causes of this. As the year goes on, we are optimistic that the demand for all electric vehicles will increase once more. With the newly released ID.7 and the considerably updated ID.3, we keep releasing appealing new models. EV in Germany. It has something to do with what happened to EVs in Germany. The government decision to reduce subsidies for EV purchases caused the sales of EVs in Germany to fall at the beginning of the year. The reason behind it is since EVs are so popular, the German government considered it is not necessary to give more incentives. Data shows that the sales of fully electric vehicles in Germany fell by 13.2% in February 2023 compared to January 2022. In the rest of Europe, the situation in EV sales is very different. EU EV sales increased by 71% as a result of subsidies, in sharp contrast to the domestic EV market in Germany. The European Automobile Manufacturers Association reported that although they are steadily dropping, fossil fuel cars still account for the majority of new car sales and registrations. Over 50% of all European automobile sales in 2015 were diesel vehicles. Diesel and other gasoline-powered cars only made up 36.5% of the market for new cars in May 2023. Last month, 13.8% of all new automobile sales were electric vehicles. Due to the vastly improved parts supply situation, delivery timeframes for customers placing a factory order in the UK are now only about 12 to 15 weeks. Additionally, customers are urged to contact their local Volkswagen retailer for more details, as vehicles can be available even sooner from stock. When the 9th generation model is introduced later this year, production of the internal combustion engine Passat will end at Emden after 46 years. Volkswagen has made about a €1 billion investment in the facility for making electric vehicles. Response. So, how is the cutting production at VW viewed? Olaf Lies, the state of Lower Saxony's Minister of Economic Affairs, discussed the measures implemented by Volkswagen in Emden and referred to them as understandable, but also a warning signal for the industry in an interview with the Northwest newspaper. The number of electric car registrations is still strong, but Lies expressed concern about the present decline in demand, which affects all manufacturers, not just Volkswagen. Discussions about new incentives for buying electric vehicles, such as a decrease in value-added tax, have been requested by LIDs. This might affect the increase in demand for EVs. We could see how it will really go in the future. VW's battery-powered Super Mini. Volkswagen just gave the world its first peek at what a battery-powered Super Mini will be affordable in 3 years. In March, the manufacturer debuted the ID.2 all-concept in Germany as a sneak peek at the next ID.2 crossover, which it promises will be less expensive than all of its current rivals when it goes on sale in 2026. The Polo Super Mini, which presently has a starting price of $24,700 for the least expensive petrol version, is likely to be replaced with an electric version. According to Volkswagen officials, the new EV would have a 280-mile range and a top speed of 99 miles per hour. When the new compact crossover finally arrives on the market in less than 3 years, entry-level model won't cost more than $29,500. Rumor has it that the German automaker is working on an even more compact EV model, which will likely replace the Up city car and is hoping to launch it with a price starting under $21,800. After Volkswagen announced in April that the current Golf Enc A hatchback will be its final model with a petrol engine, there has been a drive to make EVs more accessible. The vehicle, which has long been a favorite in the UK and Europe, will receive a redesign in 2024, but won't be swapped out for an MP9 version of the combustion engine. VW to adopt Tesla's NACS. Another news about this automaker is that Volkswagen is in talks with Tesla to adopt its North American charging standard technology, while the German automaker's charging network unit Electrify America has already agreed to use the system. The announcement comes as a slew of automakers and charging equipment makers choose Tesla's charging design over concerns of losing out on customers if they offer only the combined charging system design, which is backed by automakers like Volkswagen and Hyundai Motor. Ford, General Motors, and ChargePoint are among the companies that have signed up for Tesla's charging design in the past few weeks. Volkswagen Group and its brands are currently evaluating the implementation of the Tesla NACS for its North American customers, Volkswagen said. Electrify America, Volkswagen's EV charging network unit, has more than 850 charging stations with about 4,000 chargers in the United States and Canada. During the NACS transition, Electrify America will continue to offer the widely used CCS connector. Amidst the decline in EV interest, Volkswagen is still optimistic about the progress of EV going forward and continues to innovate. So, what are your thoughts about this matter? Do you think EVs still have prospects in the future? Share with us in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe for more weekly updates on EVs.